Hello, welcome to Petra Media. This is Terrence, and today I wanted to talk about this device that was sent to me to test out and try, all of its features, and it's not what you think. Well, you can probably tell from the thumbnail it was something different, but I was fortunate to become associated with the NPC guru, the NPC genie, the man with all the NPCs. I'll link his YouTube channel in the description. But he and I were talking, and he was willing to send me one of his NPCs to test out. I was actually shocked. I'm happy and I'm fortunate and I'm grateful, but I was also extremely shocked. So today I'm going to be testing out one of his NPCs, and I get to hold on to it for a little while. So I'm going to run through his paces and try different things with it. It's already inside because I already took the box from outside and brought it inside. I was just impatient. I was supposed to film it first, but it's already inside, so I'll show you what I got. Over the last couple of months, we've gotten to know each other briefly over YouTube, and on Monday, he was just like, I'm gonna send you a package. And I was actually pretty surprised when he said this because I didn't know what to expect. The box arrived, and let me just do the unboxing so you can see what's inside of it. As you can tell, it's not a very big box, so it's not gonna be one of the larger models. But I think you kind of are getting the idea of which one it is just from the size alone. Comment in the description if you can guess at this point which one it is. His packing skills are really good. This is actually really good packing. It's very protected. The whole time I was unpacking this thing, my twins kept saying, is this for me? Is this for me? I'm like, nah, this is a toy for daddy. So I'm sitting here trying to unpack this thing with one hand, and it's an incredible amount of work. He sent me over the smallest NPC in the lineup, and that would be the Akai NPC 500. And you can tell from the colorway, if you follow him, you know whose model this one actually is. The 500 is an interesting model because it's very compact. It only has 12 pads, and for the most part, the layout is very similar to the 1000, with the exception of the location of the directional controller for the cursor. And I'm looking forward to checking this thing out and really going and putting it through its paces. But I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison. So this is the 500. And again, the button layouts overall are very similar to the 1000, except for the fact that it only has 12 pads and only has the one slider. Most of it is very similar. This is my battery-powered 1000. This was the original small unit for me, and this is the One Plus in comparison. So size comparison for the three small models from Akai, you could see the gradual change in size over the years as features were added. With the exception of the large screen on the One Plus, for the most part, the One Plus and the 1000 are about roughly the same size. The 500 is interesting because it is battery powered. It actually has the slot on the back for you to add batteries to it. So today I'm not going to do any full testing. I just wanted to showcase all of them up close so you could see what they're working with size-wise for comparison. Then you can kind of like come to your own conclusion on which one you think looks the best, feels the best. And we're going to take a look at the ins and outs on the back of them in just a moment. On the back of the 500, you have a MIDI in and out, the plug for you to power it, power button, a USB port for transferring data, the ins and out, which is interesting because the ins and out on this one says mic and line. So you could actually do line level or mic level inputs into it, and 2 stereo outs and the headphone jacks. On the back of my 1000, you have the battery USB-C charger, the 2 MIDI ins, 2 MIDI outs, the 4 outs, the digital in and out, the record in and the stereo out, and the USB. This is just showing how many more I/O features are on the 1000 versus the 500. And then we have fewer ins and outs on the back of the One Plus. However, it makes up for it because over the USB, you can do a lot of things, including adding 32 ins and 32 outs if you have a class compliant interface. Today, I just wanted to showcase the 3 units side by side, and you guys can tell me what you think in the comments. Which one do you like the most? So this is a brief one, nothing too complicated, just more so showcasing all the different bits and pieces that make the 500 what it is in comparison to the 1000 and NPC One Plus. Now, I'm looking forward to really trying out all the different features, and I'm really excited about this. Paris, thank you for giving me the opportunity to test this machine, and I'm really excited to see how different it is compared to the 1000, especially the 1000, because that's the one that's the closest to. I do know that you're supposed to chop by numbers and use your ears. So it's kind of like a vision into, or a view into the past with the 3000 and the ones like that. So it's going to be interesting. Like, share, subscribe. Join me next time, guys.